What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the brand new show, Underdog to Success podcast interview edition. As you already know, this is the second thankful edition of my podcast where I bring fellow podcasters on to pretty much thank them, tell them, give them their flowers pretty much while they still here. Pretty much that. And tonight I got a very special podcaster, man. He definitely helped me out a lot. You know, I had to get him on my podcast. I had to get him on my podcast, man. Big Smash, tell them where they can find all your amazing work, man. All the podcasts you've been killing, all this shit, man. All that shit you do, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Um, BetTheHouse podcast, man. We everywhere. Um, Hard work pays off. I am a strong believer in being hard working, but also working smart. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, always betthehouse.com. Um, Before I jump into that, gotta say something. Me and you, we had a little situation, brother, and it did not sit right on my spirit. And to be honest, I wanted to reach out. I did, but I felt like time heals wounds. So I let things go. Now I know you said that you're giving people their flowers, but I got to give you yours for a second. You are a very hardworking person in this podcast game. Now, I want to say this, and because it's been on my spirit to clear this up. I did not say you are a product of me because I made you. That's not what I was saying. When I said you are a product of me, you embody the hard work. I've seen you from the beginning. Like I've seen where you've came from the beginning. So when somebody says, you know, when I say you are a product of me, you are somebody that I can look over and say, yo, this dude works like I work. This dude grinds how I grind. So it wasn't to say, oh, yeah, Big Smash made the Brandon Janu show. I did not make the Brandon Janu show. But I would like to think that I gave Brandon Janu some keys on how to advance and make himself better. Not sitting here, I never tell another podcaster, hey, I made you. Without me, you wouldn't be where you at. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that I made nobody's show, but I will say that I helped. I put everybody in a position to be better than what they were. I said this on your anniversary show. You already got it. You know what you got to do. You get out here and you do it. You consistently drop new episodes every week, 2-3 episodes a week. So you have that skill set in you. But I think a lot of times the way that I talk and the way that I move kind of rubs people the wrong way. And that's never my intention to rub anybody the wrong way. But I'm also easy to reach though. You know, that's the thing that pissed me off about all of this was I'm easy to reach. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out to me. We don't have to do things for the internet or for social media. I am easy to reach. You inbox me, I'm coming because when I need you for a show, when I need you to come get in one of these battles or some shit like that, I know how to reach you. So I'm saying this, and I don't want to rehash on old wounds, but I will say this, bro. I was hurt. And I wasn't so much as hurt by what was said. It's I was hurt because I didn't get a warning. You know what I'm saying? You didn't warn me that this was coming. And that's what pissed me off the most because I'm sitting there like, I talked to Brandon. I talked to this other person. They could have easily said, yo, this episode's coming out. I'm giving you a heads up. I wouldn't have told you to cancel it, but at least it wouldn't because I had a whole lot of people hitting my phone like, damn, you and Lingo into it, you and Brandon into it, and I'm like, no, this shit is news to me. So we not finna rehash on that, but I just had to say this. You're a hardworking dude, man. Keep going. Don't, but anytime you feel you have a situation with me, reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't acknowledge it the way that you want, then hell, go public 50 times. I don't care. But at least give me a heads up. You know what I'm saying? We came up in this game together. You know what I'm saying? Give me a heads up. Let me know what's going on. I never want to beef with anybody. That's why I reached out to you. I could have easily been like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck whatever they mad about, let them be mad. But I reached out to you. I didn't wait for you. Normally, it's like, all right, if they got something to say to me, they'll say it. But I told you last week, like, we doing this battle. Come on in and pop it in with us. You know what I'm saying? Me and you we had talked. But, I think a lot of times the way I carry myself, people misconstrue my good intentions. This is an interview, so I'm giving you insight on me. I have good intentions. I don't. Can I be braggadocious at times? Absolutely. And you know why? I feel like I earned my place to do that. I feel like I have put together so many things and so many people that I felt like it was my time. So if excuse me for being braggadocious and watching you, Ty, Sharice, Jay, the Tylers, Arce, Morio, everybody that I connect with on the regular, excuse me for bragging because I see all the fucking things y'all are fucking doing. Y'all got to remember before we linked up, y'all was in the background. You know what I'm saying? We all was in the background, but we linked up and we built something. And now, we doing guest appearances. Everybody's coming on our shows. Everybody's trying to work with us. Everybody's tuning in to see what we doing. So y'all got to understand, Big Smash is going to brag about things because I am happy that when I look across and I look in the podcast game, it's people that are my color that are killing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's people of my color, like the black race, the people of color community is really strong in the podcast game right now. And 2 years ago, you couldn't say that. You couldn't say that because it's showing that we can all stick together. We're showing that we can stick together. You know what I'm saying? I 2 years ago, I didn't want to work with nobody. I felt like I didn't have time for the fake fuck shit. I didn't know how deep the podcast game was and how fake and shit people was with shit. So I kind of stayed away. I stayed in my own wave. But then I remember the days where I really wanted to work with people and they told me no. So it was like, yo, I'm going to be the opposite of that. I want to be the opposite. I don't want to be that person that always tell people no. No, I want to be somebody that opens doors and give appreciation when it's due. So that's what it was about with me. Like it was, I want to put shit together. I always wanted to put something together. So when we linked up for the first time, it was like, yeah, this dude is different. This dude has it. I remember, hearing your story, and it was like, yo, this is must see TV. This dude has an it factor. Cognac Room, I love working with them. They have an it factor. Miss Sharice has an it factor. Miss Ty has an it factor. You guys have it factors. And it's like when we link up, it's always crazy. But that's what it is, though. I bring the laughs out of people because I'm serious right now. I ain't crack no jokes. I ain't do nothing because when you come on people platforms, you got to give them that. And I felt bad. I ain't even gonna lie. Like when somebody tell me that I ain't did my best on a platform, I take offense to myself. I take offense to it because I think my biggest critic is me. I am my biggest critic. So I feel like if something is not right, I'm willing to do that shit all over again. So I didn't come on your show. I could have came on your show and took shots and did all the immature shit. I'm not gonna do that. What I will say is that anybody out there that felt like they got an appearance of something from me and it wasn't up to par with what they expected, we can always do it again. I'm one of them people. Even like now before this show, like I ain't like how I was going. Let's do this shit again. Let's rewind. Let's get it right. That's what it's about when you collaborating with people. You want to give them your best and you want to make sure that you are giving them your best, because if you come on somebody's show, you want to give them your all because you expect that same kind of treatment. So I had to do this. When you reached out and said, yo, let's do it, I'm telling you, it never even crossed my mind to get on here and be petty, because I ain't looking to be petty. You know, this show platform. I would never come on somebody else's platform to be petty. I have my own platform. BetTheHouse is a media hotspot, and we work hard to give the people things from our point of views. I am I can be over the top sometimes, but I mean well. Like my intentions have always been well. I've never wanted bad for anybody or wanted anybody to do bad. And I feel like a lot of times I felt in that room where if I did something wrong or I offended anybody, it wasn't intentional, but at the same time, I have to be me. So we on the Brandon Janu show. So I know you got questions, and I got answers. So let's talk about it. What's on your mind? Ain't nothing off limits. So let me have it.
Nah, man, thank you for that, because just off of the merits of what transpired during that situation, like you said, we're not bringing that shit back up. It is what it is. It's over. But I totally when we first talked about it, I told you I should have told you that shit. I take full responsibility for that, because I do fuck with you, and I was like, yo, I should have told him about that shit, and I was like, yo, that's and I was talking to my mom, and I was like, I gotta do this podcast with Smash. I was like, I gotta do it with him. And she was like, why? I was like, because I'm not gonna throw away all the positive shit we done did for some negative one time. Just it went left. I'm not gonna throw that shit away. That's fucked up. We got so much positive in the chamber. It was like, nah, man, we could throw that one out and just be like, you know what, it is what it is. And plus, I'm trying to go into 2022 with a clear mind, clear slate, build back up to people, give good energy and give vibes out, positive vibes out.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, like I said, we created so much positive shit. One fuck up is not gonna take away all that positive shit we did. So
and that's what I was reaching for too, brother. Like, I was upset. Normally, when I'm upset about shit, I don't even be caring. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be caring, honestly, because I feel like people gonna feel how they feel, and that's just what it is. But this like when you reached out to me to do the show, I instantly said yes. Like,
yes, you did.
I don't hold grudges about shit, because we both felt what we felt, and we discussed it. We discussed it as men. Like, honestly, the door was gonna be closed for me to reach back out to you until I heard the episode that you did explaining, why you put that episode out, shit like that. And the more so of it us that you didn't back down from what you said. Like, yeah, I put the episode out. I never said I was never gonna not put it out. But when you said, hey, I should have gave him a heads up, that's all I needed to hear. Like, okay, I would have been mad about the episode coming out, but I also would have been understood, because at that point, I'ma say this, and again, I'm not trying to start none, but I felt like you were collateral damage. I felt like you, as a podcast, if I had that kind of content, I would have definitely put it out. But I also felt like my angle was never towards you. I never had an issue with you.
And that's why I never took it. That's why I never took it personal. That's why I
Yeah,
was
we
like,
podcasters,
yeah,
you got some insight. But my thing was this, I just felt like, yo, I talk to these dudes. I talk to these dudes a lot. And what was so crazy is I was on the phone with him the day before the episode dropped, and nobody said nothing to me. That's what blew me. So it's like I don't have an issue with anybody. Um, my thing is I'm full of love. I came back rejuvenated. I took a break. I took a week off from recording. I feel good. I feel relaxed. I am in the motion of doing these podcast awards. I'm trying to get all this shit done. So we are coming with love and peace for everybody out here. Let everybody else, but at the same time, you can't make everybody love you.
can't
I'm
can't
on
do it.
butterflies and daisies and shit over here. So if a motherfucker want to be on rocks, that's cool. I'm sleeping in a bed full of flowers right now. That's how I'm feeling. I'm on cloud nine, brother. I'm out here trying to make it and win. So, what else you got for me? Come on, man. I need some of them tough questions, man.
Oh,
Like,
you already know,
you
man.
know,
It's no tough questions. I just ask people random shit. I just ask them like when did you realize like Bet the House was like something that you was like shit? This is different. This is like something I could really sink my teeth in. This is gonna be some shit that I can continue to push. This is mine. It's like when did you
somebody
realize
stole
that?
my shit, man. Bet the House wasn't gonna be called Bet the House. I had a podcast and it was gonna be called I Said What I Said. And for anybody that know me, when I say something, I pretty much stand and I'm real stubborn about it. So it was gonna be called I Said What I Said. And I had the press going, I had promo going, I had everything. We was finna rock out. So about a week before the episode, we was finna record for the episode. The motherfucker I told what my name and shit was gonna be, he went and told somebody else, and that somebody else went and stole my whole swag, stole my whole name, spelt it how I was gonna spell it, and they hurried up and released an episode under that name super quick. So I was mad as hell at first. So I had a record label. I was in the music game for a minute, and it was called Smash House. The name of my team was Smash House. And I said, yo, if I'm gonna do this podcast shit, it's gotta be right. It's gotta be, I'm putting everything I got into it. I'm putting all my chips on the table. So then I was like, you know what, that's what it is. We not going back. We putting everything we got on this right here. So we gonna call it Bet the House, because that's exactly what we're doing. We're betting everything that we have. Now y'all gotta understand, when I did the music shit, I was taking all my money, putting it into studios, putting it into promotion, putting it into beats, putting it into everything. So, you know, shit, hell, my bills was past due at times, all that because all my money, I wanted it on this music shit. So I lost relationships off of that because I had no money to spend on her. I had no money for her. So, she left me because I was just somebody that was trying to make it. So I hadn't made it yet. So with this time around, I felt like this was gonna be big. It started being big to me, and I felt like it was gonna be a problem that people had to realize when I started getting love, from all across the world and strangers and shit, But what I really knew it was gonna be big, there was a time I was in Family Dollar or Dollar General, one of them, and a dude pulled up on me in a big ass truck. Now, I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
The motherfucker pull up on you,
Yeah,
and shit, he rolled down the window and said, yo, I be watching your show on YouTube, man. Keep doing you, keep it real. Now, I never seen this dude a day in my life. You do your thing, man. Me and my girl, we listen to you, we watch your show. Ooh, keep doing you. That's when I knew it was the problem. that's when I knew it was gonna be something different when, you know, when people you don't know acknowledge you more than people that you do know.
Mm.
So with that, that was the motivation because I remember when nobody was listening to my shit. You know, nobody was listening to it. My mama was listening to it, but after she got a hold of what I be talking about, yeah, that one listener went away. So, um, I remember them days, man. I remember when nobody was listening. I remember when nobody knew who I was. I remember when I didn't have the uh the base and the support that I have now. I remember those days when I felt discouraged. I felt like I didn't want to do this shit no more. I couldn't get no guests. My co-hosts were inconsistent. They were in and out. They were up and down. I felt like I felt lost. I felt like, what is my purpose for this game if I can't get the message out how I wanted to? And then something said, are you looking to get your message out for the fans, or are you looking to get your message out because you have a voice? The fans are gonna come if they feel confident in the voice. So that's what it was about. I stopped doing it because I wanted to get fans, because I wanted to get listeners. I started doing it because I have a voice and I feel like my voice can change this game. I feel like I can put different people in different places, and I feel like we can all eat together. And that is what changed for me. So that is when I started moving a little different. And even now, I took a week off. I got different plans. I'm moving different now. Like, I come back with all positivity. Smash ain't on no bitter shit. He ain't on no, talking bad about motherfuckers. He ain't doing none of that shit. Smash is on a whole nother wave because I felt like for 2021, we elevated. We put ourselves in a better position. For 2022, I'm Hulk smashing the shit out of a wall and I'm busting in through the door. I ain't waiting on nobody to let me in. That's where I am now. We used to wait for doors to be open for us. Next year, I'm not waiting for nobody to do it. I'm a smash through your wall and build my own door. And then all my people, we finna run through and we finna have fun. We finna party. We finna wreck some shit. That's what it is. We finna fuck the shit out this podcast coochie. That's how I like to think about it. You know what I'm saying? We finna run a train on this podcast game. That's how I feel, bro, because I feel like now I feel like people are taking advantage of what we are doing out here and they ain't giving us our credit. So we gonna fuck the shit out this podcast game and we gonna fuck a raw. That's how I feel for the 2022. So I want people to understand that it's personal. It's personal for me next year. Next year, that's my New Year's wish. My New Year's, I never do New Year's resolutions. That's another thing about me. I never do them. You know why? Because you end up breaking them shits a week into the new year.
Yes,
My shit has always been, but next year I said the only New Year's resolution I got for next year is to do better than what I did this year.
Same.
Whether that's in life, whether that's in my marriage, whether that's in podcasting, whether that's whatever I did better in, whatever I did good in, I did bad in, next year I'm gonna do better. That's all. That's the only goal I have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I missed that damn conversation. Smash just went completely off the rails, like just like he usually does. Just went completely off the rails. Just went off the rails, like he usually does. But that's why we love him.
That's what it is with Big Smash, man. See, I can only be
um,
serious for so long, and then it's like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah,
now I gotta say something
yeah.
because I'm an entertainer. So,
Yeah, man.
once I get to entertaining, it's hard to tame me. So, you know,
Yeah, man. Um, how did you said you was in music? How did music actually help you with branding the podcast and also turning you into a podcast? Because music is completely different to
yeah.
podcasting, kind of a little
Here's
bit,
the
because it's
thing.
like,
Here's the thing. I went through so many rap names, and you heard the stories. I went through so many rap names, and I felt like, yo, being a artist is hard work. And it was like, I remember my first ever show. It's how I felt like, me personally, I felt like music. I remember my first ever show, and I literally got on stage. No, I take it back. It wasn't my first ever show. It was my first ever show by myself. I usually have my crew with me. It was my first ever show by myself, and I froze. And I didn't freeze because I was nervous. I froze because I felt like you have an epiphany. You
Mm-hmm.
know how you have an epiphany and you
Yeah.
feel like some shit you don't want to be doing. You don't want to be doing this shit no more. It's
Yeah.
you have an epiphany right then and there. It's like, yo, I don't want to do this shit no more. And I had an epiphany on stage. Like this is gonna be my first show by myself, but it's gonna be my last show. And it was like, um, I wasn't scared, but the
Yeah.
way I froze up, it would look like I was Eminem off 8 Mile and I froze up. And then it was like, yeah, it wasn't that I was scared. It was just, yo, this is not the lane for me. And I
Mhm.
took a break from music because I had done it and I had put so much money into it, time and effort. I said already, I lost relationships off this shit, friendships off this shit. And I just felt like at this point, I didn't want to do it because I had gave music all my life. I wanted to be a rapper all my life. Then I felt like everybody wants to jump into that lane. Everybody wants to be a rapper. It's saturated full of rappers right now. So when podcasting came about and I was watching people do it, I was like, oh, all they doing is talking. Oh, they done got the right person because shit, that's all I do. If I know I can do one thing, if I can't do shit else, I can talk. Give me a
100.
microphone, give me a platform. I'm a talk. And that's what I did. So music helped me because music also taught me how to brand myself, how to prepare for things, how to talk on the mic, how to check for sounds, how to do things. So in a way, music and podcasting is the same thing because all you're really doing is talking into a mic. But the only thing is there is no beat that you have to rhyme on or that you have to rap on. And, you know, a lot of musicians are becoming podcasters anyway. So, it was bound to tie itself in. When you look at the Joe Buttons and the Fat Joes and everybody, these musicians made millions of dollars, but then they found out they're good at something else. They're good at talking shit. They're good at getting to the people. And then when you think about it, I've been doing podcasting all my life because I've been interviewed over and over and over and over. So it's like, yeah, all that when you are an artist, you're getting trained to talk. So, when you're doing interviews and shit, they teach you. So when you're doing podcasting, you're gonna learn how to be trained to talk and act accordingly on it. When you watch enough TV like I do, you pretty much know how to do this shit, man. This shit, it's like taking candy from a baby. Not my baby, but somebody's baby. Or, whatever. But um and that's what it's like. It's like it was easy for me. I think after my fifth episode, I was like, oh yeah, I got a knack for this. I know what I want to do and how I'm gonna do it, and I'm not gonna freeze up. So that was when I knew podcasting. Music, I'm not gonna say I still love music because I still do a little recording every now and then, but it's like there's nothing like this podcast feeling, man, because we all have voices. We all have a story. We all have something that can't nobody take away from us. In the rap game, in the music game, everybody has the same story, the same struggle. You have 50 million podcasters, and they all, I guarantee my story is not like your story. Your story is not like Frocast story. Frocast story is not like WV Uncommonplace's story. We all have different fucking stories, which makes us so fucking unique and us to move and get to know. Like I think podcast, and here's the thing, what brings people together? Music. Music brings people from all over the world together. That's what podcasting does. So it's similar because all these podcasters, shit, you from New Orleans and I happen to run into you, you know. So it's like that's what podcasting does. It brings us together. It brings us together because when you get 5 people in the room that love to talk, can you imagine the conversations? Think about our conversations. Think about when we all get together. You know, we all get together, you know it's going to be a hell of a conversation because you have 5 different people. 4 of them got the same opinion. The other guy, I don't know what he on. He just got to be different. You know what I'm saying? So you got to sit here and deal with his shenanigans because he done brought all y'all together on his platform. That way he can get away with it. So,
Is that what you've been doing? Is that what you've been doing? I knew it. I ain't gonna ask you. I knew it.
So when you look at it like that, it's like, you know, podcasting brings people together, music brings people together. So they are synonymous in the same way, but then they have their differences. I think the only thing is I enjoy podcasts. I've been doing it for 3 years. I enjoy podcasting more than I ever did recording music. And it's because I'm having fun. You know, with music, it was serious. Like, you know, we got to get this right. We got to get this done. You got 5 different people telling you what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it. Cause, you know, I was an artist. I was a CEO. I was a manager. I was a producer. I was an organizer. So I had 5 different hats to do. Podcasting is just be you. No pressure. You know, no pressure. That was my thing. That's how I knew I was ready for this.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way you could put it because it's just like podcasting has no bounds. It has no limits. So you can pretty much say and feel whatever the fuck you was thinking and been feeling. And that's a charging experience. Like a lot of people don't understand that shit. That's a different type of level of like energy, I think. Like
Yeah.
it's just a different type of level of energy.
Yeah.
Um so being that you have created such an amazing platform, you created such an amazing podcast, what is next for Bet the House? Like, what is the big next thing? Like, you got this mindset that's like,
well,
I'm about to take over this shit right here. What is the
no, not
next
even
thing?
that. Like, let me tell you, man, I have since January 1st, 2021, I have worked with over 150 shows.
Congratulations, man.
Whether they've been on my show or whether I've been on their show. And it was like, yeah, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. Like, you know, I'm burnt out. I need to take a break. I need to relax. I need to get back and, you know, brainstorm a little bit. So what's next for me? It's very simple. Bet the House is still Bet the House. We in season 8. Musical Hours coming back. We are doing. Miss Shantae has her own show coming. We're working on that. I Bet the House after hours on Tuesdays. We got the Bet the House Podcast Awards coming next year. Bet the House Top 50, where we rank all the podcasters. We're actually doing Bet the House Top 100 Podcasts of the year. So that I'm putting that together. It's gonna be a ranking system. That's coming. We got Measure of Men every Thursday. That's Cognac Room. R Say, my man Morio. Yes, shout out to them. We got the Battlecast battles popping off. Oh, I have a web series. It's called The House, and it was supposed to be Family Matters meets The Wire type of thing.
Oh
But
shit.
instead of it being a visual podcast, I have decided to turn it into an audio podcast.
Okay.
So it's going to be a storytelling podcast every week. But now I feel like with this, I can get different people,
Mm.
some of my podcast friends to come on and play different roles and do different things like that. So I wanted to do the first season was going to be just straight audio, and it's going to be straight fire. Like the script is nuts. Like that's another thing I've been working on. I be writing. So um that's it for me, man. I think I put so much passion into this shit because I truly want to see everybody win.
Mm.
And I think, sometimes it comes off the wrong way, but I truthfully just believe in you guys, honestly, because I know there was a time when nobody believed in me. I'm sure there's been times in your life where people you wanted to believe in you didn't, you know, and that's what hurts so much about the podcast game and about life in general. You be wanting people to believe you can do this shit and you could really be good at it, and they don't believe in you until the train has started moving. So I think with me, I just want to have fun, man. I just want to live life. Like I went to my first ever football game last week. I never been to a football game my whole 35 years of living. And it was like, yo, I am going to start living. I went to my
Mm.
first wrestling show and I went to my
Damn.
first football game. And I was like, yo, I gotta start fucking living. That's what it was about. I went and watched the Ravens beat on the Bears. The only thing about that pissed me off is that my guy didn't play.
Play.
That's the only reason why I brought these tickets. And I had good seats, bro. I had real good seats. But um overall, it was a great experience, man, because it showed me that there's more to life. I felt like I'm just starting to live it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like now I'm really starting to gravitate the life of living. I don't want to be 80 years old and sit back and regret all the things that I didn't do. Oh, I never did this. I never did that. I never saw this. I never been here. No, I wanted to start doing things, and which is why next year, at least once a month, we're traveling. We're gonna come to all the big cities. New Orleans is on the list. Um, I think I want to just hear people say "Wody" and hey, say "Whoa," say. I think I just want to hear all that in person. Like, I think I'm going for the experience. I'm going for the podcasting, but I think I want to hear these things in person. Like
Why? What's happening?
yeah, yeah. You see all that
Yeah.
shit on TV, and you be like, yo, I want to experience that shit, man. So
Yeah.
Mardi Gras and all that. I see all this shit on TV, and it's like I want to experience this shit. So I think for
Yeah.
me, um, I'm doing a lot more traveling. Um, I think the one thing about me that I feel like I can always improve on that comes above all is being a better father. You
Mm.
know, every day I got a lot of kids. So every day I strive to be a better father than what I was yesterday. And I think that's the biggest, that's life bigger than a podcast. That's bigger than being in front of a microphone, is that the biggest thing and the biggest accomplishment that I ever did was become a father. Because I felt like um, there was nothing more important and valuable than having another life you're responsible for. And I see you with your niece, um, and this is what it's about. It's what it's about, man. It's about the future. It's about raising
Yes.
these kids and letting them do the things that they're supposed to do. Like my kids, I'm teaching them um how to do little things, little record, how to talk on the microphone, how to do things like that, because they want to get involved in this world. So I'm teaching
Mm.
them how to do other things, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's the quality of time that we deserve, is to value family, you know, value family. That's it. Like, genuinely value family. And that's just my goals for next year, man, is to get better and value family. But most importantly, um, we living in this podcast game and we got so much knowledge, you know, I want to pay it forward a little bit. I want to give out more knowledge. I want to help people. I want to do all this. But what I learned is I'm not going to burn myself out for it. You know, it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to relax. Cause I told you I took a whole week off. I didn't even miss recording. Well, I miss it now because I'm back to doing it. But it was like my focus was, we're gonna stay away from this mic. We ain't gonna even worry about this shit. And I started living more. I started doing more things, man, and having more fun. So that's what it's about. It's about having more fun. Like, once shit like this don't become fun,
No
then you got to
more.
step back and
Yeah.
analyze, like, okay, why are we really doing this shit? You know,
Yeah.
and that's with relationships, that's with podcasting, that's with life, that's with everything. You got to step back and, um, like my man EJ told me before, don't grind so hard that you forget who you grinding for. You know, so shout out to the motherfucking pod, man.
For
Them,
real.
them, them my dogs, man. Shout
For
out
real.
to them, man.
They said they want me on the show. I'm like, I'm waiting for when they gonna hit me up with the date.
Facts.
I'm ready. Let's get it.
Facts. Them my guys, man. We just did an episode that just came out 2 weeks
saw.
ago.
I saw, man.
So um I love working with people, man. So again, podcasting allows me to get in everybody's world and experience different things and do different things. So but while you giving people flowers, man, I want to commend you on something. Um your journey is gonna be a bestseller one day. The shit that you have went through, I would really consider putting that in a book, man. Because there are people out there like you that are afraid to really speak on it. But if it takes somebody like you to write down your memoirs, and it will inspire others to get out here that have faced the same thing. You never know what you face till you hear from somebody else. And they hear it and be like, oh, they went through this and they survived. Now they got a hit podcast. They got an up and coming show in the making. They doing the interviews. They hear. That's inspiration for somebody, man. Because when you think about it, podcasters, we are inspiration for somebody. You know, somebody out there is inspired by what they hear from us. So I think that's the beauty of it. And we as people got to rise to the occasion. So that's what it's about with me. That's what we got going on.
Yeah, man. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that, man. So, damn, before you go, I always ask people this on here. You know, I do from me to you on my podcast, on my platform, videos and shit. From me to you, tell people what is the one thing about podcasting that you love? What is the one thing that about podcasting, particularly, what is the one thing about podcasting that you are trying to still get better at?
One thing about podcasting that I love is that I feel like this is the only place that I can be myself at. You know, I can't be myself at work because I get fired. I can't be myself at church because they'll kick me out. I can't be myself on a plane because they'll lock me up. I can be myself at home, but it's too many of me's in my house for me to truly be myself. So I think podcasting is the one place I can be myself and nobody, you know, I don't get judged. I don't get down. I don't get disrespected. I get heard. And I think that's the best thing about being a podcaster is you are doing it because your story may help somebody else. The one thing that I absolutely felt like I had to change was being on everybody's show, brother.
Mm.
And it ain't even no disrespect to nobody or anything like that. It's I wanted to add some kind of mystique to it. You know, I didn't want to be a podcast thought anymore. I wanted to reform and change my ways, brother. I didn't want to be passed around like a blunt anymore. Like everybody can get Big Smash on their show. So yeah, he going. You know how when you run into a chick and be like, man, man, she'll let you fuck, bro. She'll let you hit, bro. Go ahead on and talk to her. Such and such just hit last week. That's how I was feeling. Like the podcast game was having a way with my ass, bro. And I wasn't liking that shit. So I'm not a $40 podcast. You know what I'm saying? It take a little bit more. And that's what I was feeling like when they was, my man Jerm Frocast in the building. He was like, man, you a podcast thought. And I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. But I ain't no cheap with no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
man.
I think that's what I had to get better with. Learning that, I don't have to be on everybody's show. Add a little bit of mystique to it. Don't let everybody know everything that you're doing. Cause I'm Big Smash. I'm very braggadocious. I will let a motherfucker know everything that I'm doing. And you still wouldn't even know half of what I'm doing, because when I tell you what I'm doing, I'm usually 5 steps ahead and on something else. So it's like that rapper that's got issues in the city that he going to. He ain't gonna tell you he in the city until he done left. You know what I'm saying? Now he done posted pic like 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine wasn't gonna tell you he in the city till he done left. Like 6ix9ine would be like, yeah, I'm in Chicago, woo. But 6ix9ine done took pictures and jumped in the car real fast and got the hell on up out of there. So that's what it was like for me. Like I could tell you everything that I'm doing, but it's like you're gonna have to just wait and see and catch the mystique from me, because Big Smash used to be a thing, but it was like when everybody has Big Smash, it's nothing special anymore. It's like, oh, we had that nigga last week. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing special no more. It's like Thanksgiving. After 2 or 3 days, you tired of eating Thanksgiving leftovers. It's like, all right, enough of this shit. Where the regular food at? So that's what it was like for me, man. I'm learning, and that's but the best thing, another good thing is you get to hear people's stories. I like listening to podcasters, and if I feel like I can believe you, then yeah, I'm gonna keep listening to you. But the minute I feel like you Rick Rossing me and you making up some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, and you ain't out here, Rick Ross was lying to us, telling us he was moving weight and he was pushing shit to the limit, when really he was just punching that security clock and locking them cells. Only thing he was pushing was open cell 8 for inmate 8765321. No, nigga, no. So I think, when you hear people's stories, you get excited. I think every time I hear y'all, man, I get excited and I want to start recording. So I think that's inspiration. We inspire each other, you know. We inspire each other. And I just want to thank you for letting me on your platform, man. Again, you got a lot of potential to be something great in this game. So as long as you keep believing in yourself, fuck what everybody else talking about. Fuck them people. They don't know the half the story that we go through to make this shit. You got to understand we are in a game that my shit ain't for everybody. And I'm done trying to make it for everybody. You either like this shit, or you don't. Sometimes this shit is coleslaw. Only thing is, ain't no raisins in this coleslaw, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? Potato salad, god damn it. You know, you gonna love this shit, and it's flavored. Okay, this ain't like the little potlucks at work where everybody brings shit and it's unflavored and it's salty and nah, motherfucker, this shit is 100% flavored. God damn it. But yeah, man. So that's what it is with me. Shout out to you. You got to keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing. You know, you are the last person that's probably gonna get me on a guest appearance for a while, cause again, I'm putting on my chastity belt. Ain't nobody finna keep fucking me, bro. I'm finna I'm finna I'm finna go to I'm finna go to TA. I'm finna go to PTA, Podcast Thoughts Anonymous, and I'm finna I'm finna get my life together and give my life to God. I'm ready to get baptized and take over. That, you know, the PTA meeting start next week. Podcast Thoughts Anonymous. I'm sure I'm gonna be in there with some of my favorites, because you know we everywhere. I'll be catching you. I gotta come get in on some of these top 10 lists, man. Cause y'all be sitting here looking like y'all having a fucking ball. And then I'll be sitting here wondering where the hell some of these musical tastes come from. So shout out to you.
I tell them to write down a list, and the best thing I can do is just tell them to write down a list. That's all I can do.
Hell yeah, I got my list. I got my list, goddamn it, because
yeah, man.
I'm sitting here and I can't wait till you do part 2 of this top 10 greatest songs, because I'm sitting here like, yeah, I don't know who was letting this ride. But
yeah, I got that dropping Wednesday. Yeah, it was grown ass folk and
facts
and RSA.
I love my people, man. Shout out
to so
Sharice. That's my people, man.
Yeah, we doing that. We doing
J, Miss Q, the Tylers. Shit. I got the Tylers. I just did my mid-season finale with them. So that's coming out real soon. Yeah. So man, but yeah, I'm gonna get ready, because I gotta get ready to go punch this clock. But shit, man. I appreciate you as always.
Hey man, hey, before you go, man, I gotta tell you, man. I really appreciate you, my guy. You know, all the shit you've done for me and all the people that you've actually put in my life for podcasting. You know, I work with a lot of people because of the strength and the respect and the love that you showed me so much. And you know, so for Tuesday, all that shit is really just pretty much all of us coming together because of what you believed in us for. So you know, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. If you can come through, I know you got to work probably later on.
Oh no, I'm gonna be there. I told you. You know, I got my list. I'm ready.
Shit. Yeah, man. So you know, we enjoy. You know, we enjoy that. I know you're gonna probably be doing measurement Thursday. I think. Yes. Yeah. And so we do kickbacks later on that Thursday night on like 7:30.
I'll be there. I already told you I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, man. So you know, man, I just want to tell you, man, like I said, man, I just want to give you your flowers and tell you to your face, man, thank you.
I appreciate
a lot.
That,
I mean, I know a lot of people might not tell you that because, you know,
they don't.
You know, I know, but I'm different.
They just get what they want from me and then throw the 40 on the table, throw the 40 on the desk, and then they ask me, hey, what you finna do? Or they tell me your Uber's outside.
Uber outside.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it, man. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm different, man. So I gotta thank you, and I gotta tell you to your face, man. You deserve a lot, man. You deserve a lot of respect and a lot of love, man. You put a lot of us on. You helped us a lot out, man. And I really appreciate that, man. And like I said, man, if it wasn't for you, a lot of the relationships I have in this podcast world probably wouldn't be. You know, so so you know,
you gotta pay it forward, man. You gotta
I'm trying,
pay it
man.
forward.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, man. I got some podcasters. I got some podcasters for you to talk to. I definitely
People
got some podcasts for
send
you.
them to me. People
You know, I got
taught
you.
me a lot, and I learned a lot off ear. So it's only right that I help out the next generation, man, because I feel like I'm not gonna be podcasting forever. So
Me either. Yeah,
it's good to leave it in the right hands and hope it evolves. So,
definitely, man.
but yeah, man, I gotta go.
All right, man.
Appreciate you. And we
Always,
gonna
man.
chop it up tomorrow night. Put this
I
shit
know you
out
got your
ASAP.
list. I know you got your list. I know. Oh shit! I can't wait to see tomorrow. This shit gonna be crazy.
Put
All
this
right.
shit out ASAP. Tomorrow gonna be a field. You gotta put it out today or tomorrow, cause shit, we already saying tomorrow, Tuesday. So
I'm gonna put
whatever.
it out
But
Wednesday. I'm gonna push the
but
music to Friday, but I'm gonna push this Friday and do this Wednesday. Definitely.
yeah, we gonna have fun and we gonna do it out. And I'm gonna catch
Yeah,
you
man.
later, my boy.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Man. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Brandon Janu's show, Underdog to Success podcast interview edition, thankful edition. I want to thank my brother one more time, Big Smash, for BetTheHouse for coming through doing this amazing podcast interview with me, man. And I hope more people out there in the world will understand that you know, just yeah, life is a marathon. Life is long, but the decisions you can make can really shorten that shit. So, I felt really happy. I'm happy, very proud, and very happy that we got a chance to talk. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And like he said, he said, we would see you soon. And good night.